the Welsh Hotel. I was vacationing in Wales one weekend with a man who was my fiancé at the time of this story. We were staying at one of the older hotels along the beach, and since they were almost full, we checked into a room with 2 single beds and a shared bathtub. Our room faced the sea and had large windows that were wide open during the night, the sheer curtains billowing as the sea breeze blew into the room. Each bed was covered with several blankets, as well as a quilt and coverlet tucked under the mattress, so when you were in bed, you were tucked in snug and warm from the night air. I remember feeling tired from a long but lovely day at the beach, sunning and swimming. After dinner, my fiancé and I went to our room, then we both fell into a deep sleep. I woke up during the night and had this unsettling feeling, not quite sure why. The room was quiet, except for the drip from the faucet on the small sink in the room. I looked around the room and could see the curtains moving from the wind. The room was dimly lit as the moon was casting some light into the room. I looked over at my fiancé in the other single bed, who was soundly still asleep. Suddenly, that sensation people describe as frozen with or paralyzed with fear came over me. I also could not utter a sound. I struggled to get my breath as I saw the white, filmy figure of a woman emerge and approach my bed. I knew my fiancé was next to me only a few feet away. I knew I was awake and not dreaming as every detail of the room was lit by the moonlight. I knew I just needed to scream and my fiancé would hear, but I couldn't get out a sound. I held onto the covers under my chin for dear life as the filmy white figure seemingly floated to the bottom of the bed, and I could feel the covers being pulled from the bottom of the bed and out from under the mattress. I felt I knew she or it wanted to hurt me, to smother me, but I still couldn't get a sound out. Finally, a small sound escaped from my throat and I kept gasping and trying to scream till enough came out that my fiancé heard me and jumped out of bed and rushed over to my side. The filmy figure disappeared, but I was shaking and crying from fright. My fiancé said that it was just a bad dream, and I almost believed him till I saw all the covers from my bed lying in a heap at the bottom of the bed. It's impossible to pull them out from under the mattress beneath you yourself, while they are tucked under it. We have tried over and over again, even though it was a small single bed for the 2 of us. I slept in the same bed as my fiancé the rest of the night. The next day we were at breakfast with the other guests and hotel staff when I told my story about the previous night. Most everyone who heard it believed it really happened. They said the hotel was haunted and the scene of a great fire that broke out at the turn of the century. Someone suggested, maybe the filmy white spectral had pulled the covers from your bed because she thought your bed or you were on fire. Maybe. To this day, all I know is, I know what I saw and how it felt, and I know I was in the presence of something unearthly.